I'm like, hello.
We're back again, and we brought a guest.
Hello.
Yay. We're excited, everybody. Round of applause. Okay, right? We're gonna make sound effects for you guys. Hope everybody's well. Get the good stuff out of the way first. Make sure that you're following us, subscribing, all that good stuff. Comment if you have any suggestions, anything you want us to cover, and feedback. We love feedback. So, yeah. I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Welcome to the show.
This is my first podcast.
Oh my gosh.
Yay!
Yay!
We're popping the cherry.
We're popping the podcast cherry today. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, for those of you guys who don't know, you guys already know Monique and me. Who are you?
Hi. My name's Kristen. I'm the Bright Star bar manager.
Whoop whoop. And we love Bright Star Tavern, y'all.
Yes. So, I'm a vendor.
I'm an organizer.
I'm a manager.
Yep.
Yes.
I don't feel like manager is not accurate. I'm a visionary.
Yeah, manager's really not accurate for you and what you do.
I do it all.
And then also, on top of that, she is the venue.
Yeah.
Right?
Provide a venue for.
She provides a venue for my markets. Don't be getting ideas, guys, because we play favoritism here.
Yeah, we only let Best Vibe.
Thank you.
Sorry.
They have a non-compete clause.
Sorry, not sorry. Yes. Welcome to the show, Kristen.
Hi, yeah. Here we are.
Yes, here we are. Yeah, so I'm super excited. So we're going to cover a little bit today. Like, we're going to go over a lot of stuff, like always. But I think the main thing for me today was, like, to bring on someone who does allow markets to come there. Because this whole podcast is about, like, crafting. It's about being a vendor. It's about, like, organizing markets, doing events, all that stuff. So it's nice to have, like, a different perspective as, you have a business as well. And then allowing, like, all of those to come to your venue. So kind of getting that perspective from it. So, yeah. Yeah. So, do you want to tell how we met? It's so funny.
How? Did you just walk in one day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nikki's like, tell them how I barged into your life.
Tell them how I flew in the door and said, I'm here, baby!
Yes. I feel like you had pink hair.
I did.
And instantly I was like, was I working?
You were working, yeah.
I swear the most divine things happen when I'm working. Like, it's just crazy. But
yeah.
I hadn't necessarily been looking for a vendor. We did one market before, and I liked it. I liked the idea. We have a huge lot, and but it wasn't necessarily on my mind at the time. But Nikki came in, introduced herself, and it was like love at first sight.
It was.
It was a little, I don't know, she reminds me of Drew Barrymore. Like, my dad always said growing up, like, I reminded him of Drew Barrymore. I just feel like we're soul sisters.
Yes, for
and
sure.
Like, so, and then just hearing you talk and, like, what your vision was for things. And I could tell you weren't just, like, some rando, like,
Trying to make money.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it kind of sounded legit. And I also really appreciated that you're sober.
Yeah.
Even though we are a bar, I am, like, super sober positive. Like,
yes.
I love people, I'm like, we have a lot of non-alcoholic options.
Lots of them,
too.
yeah.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, that just, I felt like you're not just, I don't know, you're legit.
Yeah.
I felt like you're legit. So, I don't know. What else am I missing?
No, that was pretty much it. I was just kind of like, you know what, like... Yeah, I know it was a little, because of my sobriety, I know a couple people had even mentioned to me, like, after when I was like, hey, I'm gonna go do this, and they're like, really? And I'm like, yeah, why not? I mean, what's it gonna hurt? And then the fact that, like, she'll talk more about it, but, I mean, it's not just a bar, it's a community, and that's really what it's, like, all about with Best Vibe. And with the vendors, like, it's just a big community. And so, and the fact they do, like, a church on Wednesdays, they have, like, these different amazing nights that they do. And the non-alcoholic amount of beverages they have is amazing. Amazing.
I like that you guys have the big sober graffiti art at the end of the parking lot.
No one knows who did that.
Another
divine intervention.
Yes.
It's so, like,
it works. It's so perfect.
Poetic.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, it was just amazing. So I was just like, you know what? This is what I want to do. Like, this, I think that this would be a great location. you know, and then it was more like, okay, how can I help you? How can you help me? Like, how do we make this work together? You know, that was the big thing.
That was another thing. There's no catch.
Yeah.
But like, you're a lot like me, where you want to make sure like it's worth it for us.
Yes.
I'm like, are you sure it's worth it for you? Like,
yeah.
You're getting all the people drinking. Like, is anyone gonna buy anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was great.
Yeah. So that, I mean, that's how we met.
Yeah. Well, that's something I definitely wanted to bring up was like, how do you feel as a business that the market helps you?
Yeah. So even though we're on Route 66, so many people just drive by and just miss it. You know, like, we lived here my whole life, never even knew this was here. We're like a little shoebox tucked in between two auto shops.
Yeah.
So just the amount of people that you brought just from the vendors following us on Instagram, people that the vendors are now bringing in, because it's just like the best advertising for us. So even though in the beginning, and anything that we've ever done at the bar, I mean, we started when we first did karaoke, that was, you know, it took like at least a year to build. And now that's our busiest night consistently all the time. You know, anything that we've ever done has taken time to build.
Takes time, yeah.
So I knew going into this that it wasn't going to be like, oh my gosh, there's these like, you know, crowd of people.
We have thousands of people here every week.
Like, you know, and the thing is, like, everybody is optimistic. Everybody has their heart. Everyone's passionate. Passion. I think what runs the bar and what runs what I saw in you and seeing the vendors, like, it's the passion behind behind why you're doing it. Yeah. Right? Like, that is, and that I think, it's not, and when it's not about the money, like, yes, everyone needs to make money. Right. But when your heart is in it first, then I know it's eventually going to succeed, because you won't give up until you get to where you want to be, you know, and we fix things along the way.
Yes.
We tweak things. But, so yeah, like, right now, as a business, I think no matter what, it's, you know, it's not like we're doing crazy sales right now, but Sundays usually are not good for us. So without you guys there, it would be even worse, you know? Yeah. And again, so I love the market. I think it's great. I love that we bring the community together. I love meeting the new people. I love new people coming in that have never been there before. I love hanging out with you guys. It's just like, and all the fun ideas that we're doing. Yes. That we have in the future that we want to do. The charity events that we want to do. Yes. Like, this is exactly like the help that I needed to do more in our community. Yeah. Like you said, like, I don't want to be just a bar. I want to do beyond that and really get people doing what they love and want to do. So
I love that you say that too, because I feel like when me and Vanessa, my business partner, first started doing events together, and then we did Nikki's event, and you know we this is why we kept going back, because Nikki was like, I feel bad because they're so slow and you guys aren't making money, and it was like, no, Nikki, I see the vision, like I see where you're going, I see what you want to do, because like so many event organizers are obviously just throwing events to make money and make quick easy money, and Nikki's like, no, I want to provide a place for vendors, because you're coming from that vendor space, and you know where we're coming from, and you want to provide this community, this space where we can all go and grow together, and that's why I was like, nah, like I'm all in on this. Like, let's do it.
Well, I mean, if you look at community, is not a we thing; it's a everybody. You know, and so when the community is struggling, we're all struggling, and the community is thriving, we're all gonna thrive. And I think that's been my biggest like goal, is to make sure, like, it's not about Best Vibes succeeding like on my own. It's about how do I succeed so everybody can benefit from that. Yes.
And I think we really saw that this year, especially with YouTube, because, again, we've talked about this a couple times, but this is a major thing here in Southern California. When the fires happened with the Palisades and everything burning down, you guys were immediately like, how can we help the community? Let's do something. And YouTube pulled something together in like days, guys. It took them like a couple of days.
No, listen.
But you, like,
look at, this is what happened. This is exactly what happened. I text you and I said, look, I don't think I want to do the event this weekend, because this is not a celebration time. Like, I really want to figure out how I can help people. That's what I want to do.
And like, this is like literally, we just watched a friend's house burn down.
Yeah.
Like, one of our event friends was like, it was devastating.
Devastating. And so then, I think like an hour later, you were like, can I come over? And I was like, yeah, come on over. And she came, we met that night, we said, let's do A, B, C, D, let's do it. I said, all right, let's make it happen. And 3 days to event, and we switched it all up. I mean, this is a business who does not have to do anything other than like, okay, here, you know, you can have the venue, but I'm not doing anything else.
Exactly, yeah.
Decided to do a car wash to raise funds. Like
I washed the cars.
she was out there washing cars
with my customers.
right.
And yeah,
it was. I mean,
and let me tell you something. That was the best car wash I've got in a long time. Like seriously, yes. Like you guys vacuum,
God.
you got in the crevice.
Oh, you were the early ones.
Yeah.
Literally, like no more vacuuming.
you're like no.
We're like, we need to just knock these out.
We're like, we're tired now. We're done. It's over.
No, but we raised decent money. Just
Yes.
doing that, honestly.
And like you said, that the customers came and helped too. Like your customers who have
Yeah.
no financial investment in any of this were like, no, we want to help the community.
Our regulars are the best.
Yeah, and again, me and Nikki talked about some drama that happened, and the customers were there.
Yeah.
You know,
Every time.
We're building a community of all of us, not just people spending money, not just people making money. We're all helping each other.
It's so funny because Louis, you know, he's not always at the markets, and when he does come, and all the kids are like, hey Nikki, like, right? And he was like, are you just like a regular here now or what? And I'm like, yeah, I am, you know? I am. I'm like, well, I mean, they all got my back, I got their back. Like, yeah. And like, and it's so funny because again, the whole sobriety thing, he's like, it's just kind of funny, like, that you're like a regular at the bar and like, you don't even drink. And I'm like, I know, but I'm like, that's just how it is. Like,
well, and that's what's so great too, because I feel like the bar, to talk a little bit about the bar and like how cool it is, like it is such a good environment because sometimes after the markets, me and the other vendors go on and have a drink.
Yeah.
And Nikki come in with us. And she can get something.
Yeah, I have my CBD drinks. Yes, straight. I'm happy.
Something that's not booze. She can stay sober. She can maintain her sobriety, but still hang out with those of us who are choosing to have a drink. You know, and that's not. You can't do that at every bar.
No,
you know that's not an environment that you feel everywhere. And I feel like you've created a nice, safe place for people to come and have a drink, but not feel pressure to drink.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's like best vibe, right? You create the vibe, and if you build it, they will come.
Exactly.
Right?
We've really built, like, I mean, our like you said, our customers, they're not even customers, they're family.
It's family,
point, you know, and they're so loyal, and like everyone. I mean, I had somebody the other day was like, you know, I go to this other bar, and I go there all the time. He just lives over there, and he's like, I'm there all the time, but then I come to here, you know, to the Bright Star, and everyone's hugging me. Everyone's like, hey, what's up? They're giving me hugs. You know, and it's like, what the heck? He's like, it felt really nice.
Yeah.
To get that.
Yeah.
And I love to hear that because, like, it is a community. Like, we are, especially, like, in this world and this craziness, like, we have each other. And it starts small. Like, I've always said, like, I want to change the world. I want to do something bigger than myself. But it really starts right where you are. You know? And I just love, like, that I don't have to do it alone. Like, I'm finally attracted with my people. Like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
And like, that's the amazing thing.
Yeah, because when you have like people like that, they lift you up. Like, they, you know, they help you.
Do
Even
your thing.
getting called over here today, like, for you, you're like, oh, come on, let's talk about that. And it's like, oh, that's so fun. Like, I love, like, talking about, like, new ideas and like, playing it down. Like, rather than me being the one, okay, I have to think about everything and I have to get everyone else on board and, like, they're not really down. Like, you have the same crazy mind, you know? It's so fun.
I always say the main reason, maybe even the only reason, honestly, that Best Vibe is a certified farmers market is because of Kristen. So, we had a conversation early. Our first meeting, we were already talking about this, you know, and I think that's, for me, that's what's like, you know, you have my heart for life. Oh. Yes, but I'm like, that's the thing, is like, the vision is like, okay, this is what we want to do for our community here in the city of Glendora, because that's where it is. If you're not in California, we're in Glendora, right? And so, so we want to do something for the city, in the community in Glendora, and like, we talked about, like, you know, having fresh produce, having this, having that. And I was like, let me see what it would take and let's make it happen. And then she was like, oh shit, you're really doing it. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
Like, amazing.
If you tell me, like, I want to do this, I'm like, let's go. Yes. Let's do it.
Which is amazing. Like, who does that?
I don't know.
Like, I love that this
I'm
is
a little crazy, so I'm like, maybe that's why I'm like, I'm crazy. I'm crazy enough to dream and think that I can do shit. Yeah. That's what it is. I'm the good crazy.
It's amazing.
I believe that I can do something, so therefore I'm going to work until I can.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to let anybody prove me wrong either. That's my other thing. Oh, yeah. Tell me I can't do something, but I will show you.
Yeah.
That's my... I'm like, let me not... Well, yeah, fuck it. We spilled tea here, too. We did a little cheese made here, too. But I'm like... my old business partner told me before we split up, you'll never be able to do this on your own. You need us. And I said, okay, gotcha. Yep. And what? Hello.
Yeah. But again, you've also built the community of people around you to like help you and
yes.
but
it's not just me.
No. Yeah, but not to like take over, because again, they're not gonna be like, it's not a quid pro quo. They're not gonna throw it in your face like that. Like, okay, remember when our market got shut down?
Yeah.
And that was good advertising. Are you talking about the news thing?
No, that was a whole nother thing.
Okay, no.
Oh my god, we didn't get into
We'll do that one another day.
Okay. Yeah. No, this one was, okay, so what happened was, the place that was hosting
when we
us.
came to, well, yeah, tell this story.
So, this is the funny thing. So there's a lot
Welcome
of
to the podcast, guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things that go into like owning a business, right? So like a lot of businesses will rent a space, right? So this venue was renting a space from their landlord who owned this building. Well, the guy who owned the building didn't own the land that was on the whole commercial lot. So while the business owner got permission from the landlord, the landlord never talked to the property owner. So when the property owner found there was a market going on, he said, shut it down.
Yep. And this is as we're sitting there.
And we're setting up.
All the vendors are there. Half of them are fully set up already. The other half are unloading their car. Yeah. And I'm standing in a corner crying because they're telling me I have to shut this down right now. And I'm like, what do you mean you didn't have the permission to do this?
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, someone said something about, what about the bar?
Somebody said, Nikki, talk to Kristen.
Yeah. And I was like...
Nikki either called or texted you, right?
Yeah,
and
I remember.
I called you.
And I was like, sure.
You're like... I called and I was look, this is what happened. We had, like... And what's so sad... Oh, that whole day. It's so sad because we had so many guests going into that venue where we were originally
spot,
at.
Because that's where we had advertised.
Because it was advertised very well. It was going to be a big turnout.
Yeah.
But because... it got shut down. Anyway, besides the point, bring it back in. I called Kristen and I was like, this is what happened. And she was like, come on over.
Yep.
And they cleared their parking lot and like we got in there, we sat up and we had a market.
Yeah.
And it was just like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah. And it
was, to me, that's when I was like, okay, like, this is home. Like, this is home.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you know when something happens and you get all sad and you want to call your mom and talk to your mom? Like, you're my mom. Like, and I was like, I'm going home now. That's it. I'm going home.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, it's like how I just said we don't want any other markets. Like, I don't really want you going. Like, you know, you got to say hello to us, too, now.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
No, but there's not even saying that. It's like, obvious.
No.
Yeah.
But what we're building a community.
Yes.
You know, and it's a we thing. Mm-hmm. I think that's a big thing that gets missed. Mm-hmm. And I mean, you can speak to, like, because I know as a vendor, like, what I would see and think. So, like, you can talk, like, on that aspect too. Is like, because when you're a vendor and you go and you're just like, oh, these people are just taking my money and they're getting this amount and all that. Like, there's also cost into, like, doing it, you know? So, I don't know. I only go to venues that have the same, like, vision and the same vibe and priorities as I do, you know? Like, I work with you and I work with the Tea House in West Covina, like, those are, like, my permanent spots, you know? I go to other venues because it's just, you know, Long Beach, whatever, like, sporadically, but you guys, like, that's my permanent spot, and it's because you guys both have, like, the same vision, like, yeah, Nikki, that's a good idea, let's do this, how can you help me do this, and, you know, and a lot of market organizers aren't doing that. It's just like, oh, let me...
I feel like you guys, as, like, event organizer and venues, you and the Bright Star and the Tea House have a good, like, give and take.
Yeah.
Like, neither one of you is all, like, take, and the other one's like,
no,
you guys
like,
have...
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No, I'm like, no, you need the money.
Yes.
Like, we're good.
Like, you guys are all very balanced.
We just had a meeting right now, and I was like, okay, are you sure you're good with all this? Like, are you feeling... Are you comfortable? Are we good?
Yeah,
and she's like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, are we good?
Yeah. What? Like the best thing.
Yeah. So I don't know. I know I'm super grateful. Like, tell them a little bit what you guys do at Bright Star.
Okay. I'm all. How long do I get? I'm just kidding.
You take as long as you want.
No, I'm joking.
We're here all night.
Give
baby.
us your spiel. Make sure you guys follow at Bright Star Tavern.
Please.
They're a great local bar. If you're in the Southern California, San Gabriel Valley area, check them out.
Yes.
All right.
And they have a farmer's market every other week.
Yeah.
What other bar can do that? Thank you very much. Anyway.
All right. So, well, a little backstory real quick. We're on Bar Rescue. If that, makes you want to, like...
I didn't even know that, and then I had to go back and watch the episode.
Yes.
Like, years. Yeah.
The episode is not anticlimactic. It's not the best, but it, nonetheless, we're on it.
They're famous.
Yeah, we're famous. So, anyway, after Bar Rescue, the owner that was on Bar Rescue, he sold it, got a new owner, and made me manager. So I've been managing now for, I think I'm on my 9th year of managing. I'm on my, it'll be 12 years of working there in August, I think. August or September. But anyway, so when I started managing, the new owner was really wanting to push, like, okay, sales, because we were not doing good. Back then, we were a legit beer and wine dive bar. Like, there was no events. Like, it was nothing. So then I was like, oh, shoot, I gotta, perform. I gotta, like, make it good. So, we got karaoke, we got open mic. We were already doing open mic, but then, so we added karaoke to it. We did karaoke back in the day, and we got rid of it, and we brought it back. And then as time went on, I was trying to think of other days. Like, I wanted every night to be something different.
Yeah.
So, we started doing paint night on Mondays, where we provide the paints, the canvases, the brushes, everything, and it's free as long as you're drinking. We have, like, if you go to the bar, the whole walls are, like,
it's awesome.
filled with like, people's paint. It's like kindergarten. Like,
yeah.
It's just, and I don't even like taking down the old ones because I'm attached, but I need to eventually to replace them with new ones because we do have a lot of paintings.
Yeah.
So Monday's paint night. Tuesday we do open mic night. Wednesday is our church night. I call it church just because it's easier, but we're trying to just teach.
Well, it's Alpha now, right?
So Alpha is the program that we're doing that's connected. Alpha is just basically like Jesus 101. Like, who is Jesus? Like, who is God? Who is the Holy Spirit? Like, it's very, like, just the basics of it. Because that is going to be a whole other podcast. But, I'm just, like, I'm a big truth seeker. And I was born a Christian, but not always, I went astray and I did these other things and I was like into conspiracies and all these things. I'm like, I just want to know the truth. Like, we're lied to about so many things. And, so then I found Christianity again. It's like full circle. And I was like, wow, but with a different lens. And I just felt like a lot of what we've been taught, 'cause I grew up in the church. My dad was a pastor and, not for long, but anyway, regardless, I grew up in there, and there's just a lot of, like, people get turned off, like, people that grew up and were forced to go to church or forced to do the things, they get turned off. So my whole thing at the bar is, like, I just want to plant little seeds. I want to encourage people and let them know, like, there's a lot to it, but the basics are, like, love, like, love and forgiveness, like, for the sake of time, I'm not, and I don't want to, like, it's, when we talk about this, it's sensitive, so I don't want to go there, but yeah, in the bar setting, it's very chill. We just want to, like, encourage others. And so Wednesdays now, we're doing this thing called Alpha, which is a program where we feed everyone. It's free. We watch a video, we separate into groups, and we just talk about, like, what the video is, and it's super generic. Like, the conversation last week was, like, what makes you happy and what keeps you from being happy. It was very, very simple, and, all beliefs and all, everyone's welcome. That's the whole point of doing it at the bar. It's like, there's no judgment, there's no condemnation, there's no, like, I'm right and you're wrong or whatever. Nobody's claiming to be right. Like, we encourage you guys to, like, seek on your own, but I do believe that there's, like, there is God. I do believe in God myself. I believe in Jesus. I believe that there is something bigger than ourselves that can help us in this life, and I think a lot of people go to the bar and they're escaping a lot of stuff. Like, there's a lot of darkness, there's a lot of sadness, and we mask it with drinking and partying and whatever, and not everyone, but I really just want to help people, and I realized over the years, like, people were going there and just trying to, like, drink their problems away, and it's scary. Then they're driving drunk, or they're, like, getting into relationship issues, or, like, whatever. So I want to give people things that they can just grow and heal and help, and like I said, get sober, like, if you can. I encourage it, but, like, anyway, so Wednesdays are that. Thursdays we do karaoke, Fridays we do karaoke again, and then Saturdays we do, like, bands or events, like the market, and then Sundays market. So we got something every night of the week.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, that was long.
It was
No,
not.
it's good.
It's like
Yeah,
long and
it's good.
short.
No.
I don't know, rambling.
And you know what I love hearing in that is that like the minute, and both of you do this, the minute you guys have like something going good and you guys are making your money, you're immediately like, okay, now how can I give back?
Yeah.
Okay, now what
Yes.
can I do?
Yes.
Like, okay, how much of this money can I give away now to help other people?
Totally.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm being told by my board that I need to tone it down a little bit because, like,
because
I need money
Yes.
too. Because I mean, whatever. Full
you can't
transparency.
take
Best
food
Buy
out
don't
of
got
your-
no money,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. No, you can't take food
We're
out of your own
trying.
mouth, Nikki. Like, you gotta take care of yourself, too.
yes.
Well, it's like that analogy in the plane. Like, you have to, like,
Yeah.
have your oxygen mask
Yes.
and help others.
Well, I'm
Exactly.
gonna tell you, I used to tell my clients all the time because I worked in mental health and rehab for 15 years, and I'd always tell them, like, you gotta take care of you first, like, before you can take care of everybody else. But do I listen to my own advice?
No.
No. Why would I do that?
You're like,
It's
I
good
get it.
advice, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't need it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's
Whatever. Yeah, no, it's good. But I mean, I'm telling you, it's just like it's just a big family.
Yeah.
It's just a big family.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
With big hearts. We all mean well.
Yeah. And I think that's the good thing. Like,
Yeah.
that's, you know, we talked about this in other episodes where it's, you know, going into, like, specifically we're talking about, like, going into venues, going into a market, whatever, like, having that good attitude and, like, that positive, you know, like, outlook is going to make the difference in what happens, you know? And it's the same thing with what we're doing. You know, I honestly don't think that, like, there's times where I'm like, oh my gosh, like, maybe I should quit and just walk away because this is not growing fast enough. Like, that's my
Right.
thoughts. But it's just because I get scared.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not going to let fear control me. Like, if I give this my all, Louis, don't kill me, for the next 5 years and it fails, then I'll walk away. But I mean, you know, if
Louis on the board. He's stuck already.
Yeah,
Like,
he
has no say.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, he's can't go anywhere. But I mean, if I give this my all and it doesn't do well, okay, then I know I tried everything I could.
Yep.
You know, and so right now we're in the baby stages.
Maybe.
We just learned how to walk. We just turned one. Like,
Yeah.
it's, you know, we haven't even had our 1 year at Bright Star.
Yeah.
That's not till the end of March. Like, it might have been by the time you guys see this one, but whatever. Whatever, I'm just saying, like, yeah, we haven't even had our 1 year there yet. That was the event to remember.
Oh, the
Our first
the
market.
hailstorm?
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
Honestly, I feel like that's what happens when you're doing something right sometimes. You know?
Yeah.
Like, even our first church event, we had a CO2 leak and the alarm is going off the whole time. On the video, and I'm just like, wow, like, there really is attack, like, trying to hold you back from doing good, you know? But
Yeah.
I think when you're doing the right thing, like, I mean, even your truck situation, how you're just like, I need to transport, and then you found a way that you could maybe get it.
Yeah.
Literally
Fingers
for free,
crossed, hopefully.
if that
Yeah.
works, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So it is just pushing through those hard times. I just saw a reel where it was like, me as a business owner, and it's like, la da da, like, all happy, and then it's just like the next moment, like, crying, like,
Yes.
I can't do this anymore. And I'm like, that's
That's
literally me every day.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Like,
Like right now
every
with
day.
tax season, that's me. Like every night, I'm like, I don't want to do math anymore. This is why did I do this to myself?
it's like, why can't I write this up? I needed it, damn it. Yeah, it's so I think every business owner feels that, honestly, because it's like you get so excited and then when anything goes wrong, it's like, oh my gosh, that's it, it's the end of it all, you know.
Yep.
I'm also an overreactor, so
Yeah, because like every market, Nikki's like, that's it, I can't do this anymore.
yeah, literally every single one, even the super busy ones, I'm like, okay, I'm done, I'm tired, I can't do this no more.
Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
No, I'm not. I'm such an overreactor. I am. You'll never know
Even
it.
this last one?
Yeah.
Especially at the end of the night when she's tired. And
The
she's
the
like,
last one especially, I was
Yeah.
like, that's it, we need to hire people because I can't do this shit no more.
yeah.
But you know, okay, so I've, like, recently, again, I'm, like, reading the Bible and, like, all the things, but, like, to me, it's just, like, that suffering is what pushes you to, like, where you need to be. It's
Yeah.
like God literally pushing you, like, all right, like, you need help, or you need, and then you do that, and you like, now you're able to see, like, the
Yeah.
help that you need, and you're able to get that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like it's like going to the gym. You know, you go to the gym, you
Yeah.
work out, it hurts, it's painful. You're like,
Yeah.
you know, you can't even stand up, and then you're stronger the next
Yeah.
day. You know.
Yeah.
it's not fun when you're in it. Like, I'm
No.
giving this advice right now, and I'll still cry. Like next week,
Right?
like get me out of it. Like I'm like, if only the bar just burned down. Like that's
Right? Can we not say that?
I know, but like that's seriously how I think sometimes. I'm just like, dude,
That's a
like, how
dangerous
easy would
thing to
that
say
be?
in Southern California.
I know.
Right?
When the fires were happening, I was like, this is it. And then later that week,
Oh my God!
no, and then
stop.
later that week, we literally had an electrical fire.
Oh no!
I'm not even joking. We
Oh my
straight up
God.
had and I was like, I knew it. Like the bar's just gonna blow up one day, and then I'll be out. You know? I don't really want to be out. It's
Yeah.
but I do sometimes.
Yep.
I think we all feel that. We
Yeah,
all
it's
feel
hard.
that.
It's
Like,
hard.
yeah. It's like, yes, this is great, but also like, no, I don't want to do this anymore.
Right.
It's just the thing is when you take pride in what you're doing, when you really care about what you're doing, and it doesn't matter what it is that you're doing, but when you take pride and you care about what you're doing, it is hard work.
Yeah.
And you push yourself harder than anyone else ever can.
Totally.
That's something that there's a few things, I'll just tell you, there's a few things this year that I was like, okay, first things first, Nikki, is you're going to stop saying that you can't do something. You're going to change that whole thought process and be like, I'm going to, I will. Like, that's it. Like, there's no more, like, I'm going to try or I can't. No. We're doing this shit. Like, that's it. It's happening. But then the other thing was, like, knowing my limits, too. If I'm overwhelmed and overstimulated and stressed out and I'm tired, I need to, like, listen to that.
Yes.
And if that means that I have to pay somebody to come and do, like, the heavy lifting for me, then that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that's something all of us need to work on.
My boyfriend's brother just said this the other day because he runs a business, and he said like sometimes when they're really busy, he'll go in and he'll help, like he'll work because his work he's like free, he doesn't have to pay himself,
Yeah.
right? But then he's doing that to get a job done. But because of that, now he's too tired to bid on new things.
Right.
So then he does. So it's like he's really busy, and then he's not busy at all. Then
Yeah.
He's really you know. So it's like we have to learn to like take the load off and like put
Right.
it on, give it to other people.
Yeah.
That's so hard because you do take so much pride. Or I take so much pride.
Yeah.
Even you ask me like, oh, if you want help doing social media, I'm like, I'm not ready to give up my social media. Like, I need to do that. I have to be in charge of that. And, like, I
And
need
this
to,
is
like,
literally
chill.
2 days ago. She was like, I think I need help doing my social media.
I always
know.
joke and say
She's good with it. She's got it. She got it.
Yeah.
no. I always joke and say that I left corporate America to be my own toxic boss.
That is so true.
It's
Right?
true.
Yeah,
It's true.
Like, bad.
It's so true. It sucks. Like, we shouldn't be that way.
I know,
it's true.
but I work
I think
longer hours than I ever have at any other job.
100%.
Yeah. I will say, though, this weekend did teach me that I am ready to let go of some control. I need to be in control. That's my other issue.
Yeah.
I'm a Capricorn, so that says a lot right there. But like, I do not like to let go of my control. But yeah, I need to. Like, I can't keep up like this.
Yeah.
It's insane. So, I mean, that's something that I think all of us that run a business need to remember.
Yeah.
You know?
And just trust.
Yeah.
Like, let other people make the mistakes and then learn.
Yeah.
It's
Trying to hire somebody though that's going to be okay with me is going to be the hard part. Because I literally, this is what I want to do. This is my dream and my vision, guys. Okay, you ready? I want to pull up to the market, pull out my lawn chair, sit down, and tell somebody, okay, pull that out, put that there, do that there, and I just want to be sitting there.
You won't though. You might have that lawn chair, but you're gonna go to every vendor. You're gonna talk.
Oh,
to
no,
them,
I'll do
you're
that.
Gonna buy their shit.
I just don't want to do the setup
No,
anymore.
100%.
I'm so
No, you
tired.
shouldn't
I'm so
set up.
tired. I can't even break down at the end of the night. I'm so tired. I'm just like, no.
When I
No.
see you guys with all the different knickknacks, I'm like, ew.
Oh my gosh,
I would never
her
wanna
booth,
do that.
insanity. I'm like, no, thank you.
No.
I actually recorded. I did a little like hyperlapse record of.
Oh, good.
Of me
Okay.
unpacking my car and setting everything up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's a lot. Hers is like a clown car. I don't know if you've seen what she drives and how she gets that whole. You've seen her setup, right?
Yeah.
She drives a little Hyundai.
Oh my god.
And she gets all of it into
I'll
it.
show you
Your
the video.
bookshelves.
Yeah.
Everything.
Wow.
All of it.
It's
The pop-up,
impressive.
Everything.
It's impressive. Hella impressive. Yeah. But see, we do what we need to do
Yep.
Yeah.
to succeed. Yeah.
With my little baby car.
But that's the thing. That's like your passion, so it's like not even that bad.
Yeah.
You know, like you enjoy doing that.
Yep.
Whereas, like, I feel like, even with me in the bar, it's like, I think my passion is beyond that. It's, like, really just the people, like, themselves. It's not the events, necessarily. It's not the little things, you know, even though I have joy in each of those little segments, my bigger picture is the people. Like, I want to just walk in and be able to talk to the people.
Yes.
Like, I don't want to have to worry about bartending. I don't want to have to worry about the event planning, that's any of that. Like, I can't, you know? I just want to, like, give all to, like, the one thing. So, yeah. But also, like, you're paving the way so that you can teach someone else to do it, you know?
Yeah. That's the goal.
Yeah.
That's the goal. I really want to be able to leave this to, like, my grandkids. So they have, like, you know, they have something that they can pick up if they want to. You know, if they choose to.
Yeah.
Like, that's the goal. That's the goal. One of my grandkids works with me, which is amazing.
That's awesome.
He does all the flyers with me.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Shout out to Manuel. We love you. Yes. I don't know. We kind of went all over the place here, but, you know, welcome to the podcast. That's how it goes here.
Yeah.
We're not edited. We're not scripted. We just talk about whatever flows.
Yep.
Whatever flows. Do you have anything else you want to talk about, or any
Well,
questions? Like,
you asked us. I feel like we didn't. I don't like. I want to know more about on the vendor side, like, because again, from the bar perspective, sometimes there are not a lot of people walking through there. You know, I'm like, how are you guys like down every time to come through? Even if, you know, like, what's the, or I'll even see reels. I don't, you know, about people coming up. It's like, kind of making fun of the shoppers, like, and they'll be like, oh, you know, like, if you look at them, then, like, they won't buy something. They'll whatever. So, like, what's your, I'm curious, like, what your strategy is, or, like, what you, like, you know, overall, like, is there a goal to get people shopping all the time? Or are you just happy to be there in general? Like, what's your thing? I know you're friends with Nikki, too, so that's also
so for me, like, the long-term goals is to build a following for my bookstore, right? And so the markets are a way to help do that, right? Like, because, like, it gives us a place and a face to put to that. My long-term goal is to not do the pop-up setup. I want to get, like, a bus and turn that into a bookstore. And then we just drive the bus around, and that'll be really cool. Cute. Yeah, so that's the long-term goal. Yeah, so this is all, like, getting to that point.
Okay.
And a lot of it is, like I said, building, like, getting our name out there, getting followers, you know. People follow us on social media. They can shop on the website. They can do all that. Yeah. So, you know, while every market isn't great selling-wise, we can still build something while we're there. You know, we can still get our name out there. And it also provides consistency. Yeah. So while, like, I don't have a brick and mortar address, I can say, like, hey, come to our bookstore here. I can say, hey, we're at the Bright Star every Sunday. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so it helps give that type of consistency. If people know, oh, I can go and pick up some books there. Yeah. And that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And that's some of the things, like, we talked about this on another episode, her and I have talked about it, like, that's some of the thing, too, is, like, the promoting, like, I do my promoting, you do promoting, like, for the events, like, we all do our promoting, but, like, the vendors, like, she's very good at it. There's some vendors that are really good about it, about promoting, like, that this is where they're going to be, because if you, like, this past one, you saw, there's tons of vendors there.
Yeah.
If everybody brought 5 people with them, it would be packed.
I don't get
that, but that's, well, neither do I.
I guess it's kind of like
neither do I.
Like, the family will go to the show, you know, like, the first time, but they're not going to go to everyone, so maybe that's why they don't.
Well, but even if you're, okay, let me see. I always tread lightly here. It doesn't, okay, fuck. Come on. The your followers on social media are going to be more supportive on in-person events than your family usually is. Mm-hmm. That's just kind of facts, right? Yeah. So I know that my family doesn't come to my events. If I message and say, hey, I really need you guys here, they'll show up. Mm. But, you know, they're not going to come to every event. Like, it's just, you're just not, right? Yeah. But you're not relying, as a vendor, you know, you're not relying on your family to come support you. You're relying on your customers. Yeah. Where are your repeat customers? And that's what she was saying. Like, if they know I'm going to be at this, not even, doesn't even have to be Best Vibe. Mm-hmm. It's, if you're going to be at an event consistently, the same event every Thursday, same location, you tell your customers that that's what you're going to be there. Mm-hmm. And you introduce new items that you're bringing, and not just a fucking flyer. Stop posting just a flyer.
I know.
I have put that.
But no, this last one was good.
Because I have put that in my group chat now.
I reposted a lot of people's thing that I was like, wow, they, this is really good. I love. Shout out to Sarcastic Cute Creations.
We love her.
Like, I always love posting her stuff.
Yes. And that's the example I give is hers because she's very good at that. It's like, no, post your product. Why do people want to stop by Bright Star and see?
Right.
Why do they want to come here? They don't want to come to see a flyer and a picture of Nikki on it. No.
Right.
They want to come to see what you have that they can buy from you.
Yes.
So if you don't take the effort and the initiative to promote your business, saying where you're going to be, I mean, I don't know why people don't do that. I don't understand. I've never understood that.
It's very strange.
It is strange. It is strange. Because especially like you put so much heart into Bright Star. I put so much heart into Best Five. You put a lot of heart into your business. And it's like, I don't understand why not everybody does that, Yeah. You can't wait till the day of to post, I'm going to be here.
Right.
You can't.
Yeah.
You cannot. Like, you can, as a reminder, I'm here this day, but you have to start promoting at least a few weeks in advance. One post a week. Then the week of, do a couple of them, and then the day of, do another one. Like, that's how if every vendor was able to bring in 5 people, on top of what I bring in as the venue, on top of what you bring in, right, it would be packed at every freaking event.
Right.
But that's a question that's a question I need you guys to tell me, damn it. Why don't you promote yourself? Because I even said very clear in my last group chat, I don't need you to promote me. I need you to promote you.
Right.
What are you bringing?
Yeah.
Well,
because then if you do that, then I can repost it, and we have all our followers see it, and they're like, oh yeah, I want to get that.
There you guys, you heard it right there.
Well, because a lot of people do just see the flyer, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to, and as like on the other end, when I'm looking at stories and I just see, and if it doesn't look like Bright Star aesthetic, then I'm like, they might just click out of it too.
Right.
And it's like words, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it was a thing, then.
The other thing too is if you share 5 flyers in a row and I'm like a person clicking through stories, I'm like, I've seen this flyer 3 times already, I'm done.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to back out and not look at the rest of your stories.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's got to be something different.
Yes.
If it's all samesies, then nobody's looking at it anymore. It becomes white noise.
Honestly, even better, and I know a lot of people don't like doing this, but if it was like them doing a video like, oh, we got this, or I really love this.
Right.
Because like, you can take a picture of anything, but if someone's behind it selling it and they're just like, oh, look at this new candle that I made, like actually Sarcastic Cute, had a really cute like teapot looking like space one that she had just filled, and she's already good, but I'm just using an example because that was a cute item that she just made.
Yes.
It's like, come get, look at this new thing that we made, like, and it was cute and it was space themed. Yeah. So like that goes with Bright Star. Like, I don't know. Yes. But yeah, I think people are maybe just shy or they don't know how to
A lot of people are shy. A lot of people are shy because I go and take like videos, and except for this last, if you guys were at the February 23rd market, I'm sorry. I felt like crap. I did my best. I'm sorry, but I was not myself that day. But all the other markets, I go and I take videos and photos of everybody at their booth and everything because I like to use my platform to help promote other people's businesses, right? But if you don't even want to be in your booth when I'm trying to take a video, it's like, I get it if we're shy, but at the same time, like, you are your brand.
Yeah.
You are your brand,
Yep.
Someone asked me, like, how are you comfortable being on camera all the time? I'm like, because I got to sell me, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Like, I am the brand. Like, you are your brand. So, I don't know.
Yeah, that's something I've been trying to work on. And you know what? And I did a live a couple weeks ago.
You did. I was so proud of you.
And I got books and I went ahead and posted the live and edited whatever on my Instagram. It's gotten a ton of views.
Yeah.
Like, having a face on there makes a big difference.
Yeah, people trust.
Yeah.
They're like, who, if you don't believe in your product, like, no one else is going to believe in it.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you. Should I? No.
Save it for a tea episode.
Okay, we'll save it for a tea episode.
Yeah.
It's a good one. We need to write that down before we forget.
She already knows. Like,
well, because she was here when it happened, and I was like, okay, we'll save it for tea. We'll save it for that. Anyways. This is why you guys got to keep turning in, because you never know what you're going to get with us.
Exactly.
Each week. I'm so excited. You're our second guest ever, so thank you.
No way.
Her first guest was the business partner.
Yes.
You're our second guest, so...
wait, I thought you've been doing this for a while.
Well...
So we've been recording for a while.
Okay.
The first episode actually, launched this
Yesterday. Yeah.
That was the first episode.
Dang.
So, but we've been like recording episodes ahead of time. So like
you asked me a long time ago to be on it.
I wasn't recording at that point. I was
Okay.
trying to figure out how to. Well, and then my squirrel got sidetracked, and I went for nonprofit and farmers market first.
Same.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm like,
Okay, so I'm the second.
We've been planning this podcast since like October.
No, longer.
Yeah.
Has it been
I have
longer?
been planning it for longer.
Okay.
Yeah, I brought you in on October and
We'll
was
see.
like, hey, you want to.
That's why I said we.
Yeah.
We've been planning it since then.
Yeah. This a podcast is something I've wanted to do for the longest time. So yeah, I used to blog, if you guys would believe.
Cute.
Yeah,
Thanks,
during
OG.
COVID. During COVID, I was blogging. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I wrote some really. I like to write, so yeah.
Okay, because every time I'm on like the I'm on Pinterest looking for a recipe, I'm like, who actually sits here and reads like the blog that goes with the food?
I love that now it has the jump to recipe button.
Yeah, I don't read it anymore.
But, like,
No,
but I'm
yeah,
just like, are people actually like out here reading it?
they're not. That's why I don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
yeah. Because I mean, you gotta. People have a short attention span.
No, yeah. Yeah.
People are like, I can put something on and listen to it while I work.
Yes.
And that's,
that's
so,
what I like doing.
yeah. Because even, like, I feel so bad, like, they have a book club, and I'm like, yeah, I'm in it, but
That's what I'm
I
asking.
haven't read one book.
Okay. Are the books that you sell, you didn't write them, did
Nope.
you? Okay, they're just some of your favorites that you...
Yeah, they're just some of them are popular like mainstream books, but we're trying to like highlight indie authors more.
Cool.
So like we're trying to find the authors that maybe not everybody has heard of.
Nice.
So, definitely more women and minority authors because those often get overlooked by big publishers.
Gotcha.
So we're trying to bring in more of those instead of just the Stephen King's.
Right.
And,
Cool.
Stephen King's awesome. But y'all know who he is.
Right.
And a lot of people bought his books. So we're trying to bring somebody else in
No,
that
I
you
love
can look
that.
at. Yeah.
That's why I'm with beer, too. I'm like, someone the other day was like, oh, you should have Coors Banquet on tap. I'm like, no.
You're like,
I
why?
love that you guys have Brewery X because I was like,
Oh, yeah.
yes, I love them. And
Yeah.
they're like a local brewery.
I need to get Alosta Brewing in. Again, we had them before.
Oh, yeah.
But I want to get the smaller
Yes.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
the big dogs, they already make their money. Like, we don't need to do that, but yeah.
Yeah. See? Another reason we all vibe.
Right.
This is another reason. Because if we're looking out for, like, how do we help the people who need it the most?
Yeah.
I love that.
That still have a passion,
Yes.
Love that.
Yeah. I hope I never lose my passion. I don't think I will. But yeah. I might change. I might start hiring more people.
Yeah.
Because then I can just enjoy it. Like,
Yeah.
that's the ultimate. That's when I hit that. That's when I'm like, okay, I'm good. It's when I can sit back and just enjoy it. I can show up to my markets and hang out and go shop and relax. Like that's the day I look forward to.
I mean, even on Sunday when I was able to just go there and not have to worry about working, like it was so fun.
Yes.
That's why I bought so much stuff.
I'm like, you're like, I don't know if that was good or not.
But you put coffee in the front. Yes. A+. And then
Yeah.
I just like go with my coffee, and then I just went down. I was like, okay, I'll get this ring. I'll get this thing.
Yeah. I'm very strategic with where I place people. I
Yeah,
know.
you're good.
Yeah.
I hope we can have coffee more. I know that it's a bar and people are gonna drink that too, but
It is nice when we have a coffee person.
Yeah. Well, and they're
good.
They're
do they
really
do
good.
well too? Do they do okay?
They usually do. Yeah.
Yeah, because all us vendors always go buy from them.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
At the very least, all the vendors
That's the
are
thing,
buying.
like with coffee and food and desserts
Yeah.
and stuff, they usually always do well because we're all shopping from them no matter what.
Right.
It's the retail vendors that we don't usually do so well because,
Right.
we don't need a book, so we don't buy a book, right? So
Or you already have.
we don't talk about my cups. I don't even do them anymore.
I'm like, you could have your own little booth just of all the shit that you already bought.
Right? Oh my god, it's insane. It's insane. Yeah. We won't do that. So I'm so excited. Can we tell them a little bit about what we're doing? When do you think this is going to air?
Not for a while, because I think we've got...
May or before or
Let's
after?
see. Hang on. Let me do some math. We've got like 6 episodes. So, let's see. All of March, part of April. So, like mid-April.
Oh, perfect. So we're going to do a brunch, a Mother's Day brunch. At Bright Star. It's going to be amazing. And with that, see, this is what we do. I tell Kristen, hey, you want to have a meeting? She's like, yeah, let's do it. And then we both sit with our ideas in this notebook and we write.
No, I love that you write.
Well, yeah, I
I
write.
love that I don't have to write.
Yeah, well, that's the beauty in having an event organizer come in and do this for you, because you tell me what you want and I execute. Yes. And then you just get to enjoy it.
That's like
even I come in and I'm like, okay, Nikki, where's the list of all our podcast episode ideas? We can record.
This is my strength right here, guys. Okay,
amazing.
Writing and organizing is my strength for sure. So I'm like, I love doing it. But
God bless it.
yes, we're gonna have a Mother's Day brunch. We're gonna have some car shows. We're gonna do with the Mother's Day brunch. I forgot. We're gonna do. You get to have brunch and a drink, but also make your own succulent bar.
Cute.
So we're gonna do that. We're going to have a couple car shows this year.
The hot ones.
We're doing the hot wings contest. Oh my god, I cannot wait for this one. You get to sit. We're gonna however many people want to participate, and it's gonna be like it's gonna go from like mild to like heat, and then whoever the winner is gonna get some cash prize.
Nice.
Yep. So you tap out as you go. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be so much fun.
I can't wait.
We're gonna have a cornhole contest.
Oh, the hat making.
Yeah, trucker hat bar. Oh my gosh, we have so many. This year is gonna be so fun. That's all I know. We're gonna have so much fun this year. Karaoke contest.
Oh yeah, karaoke contest.
We have a karaoke contest coming.
Yes.
Can't wait.
When did we say? June or July?
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, okay.
I'm like,
I think we did say sometime in the
I think
summer.
we said June. I'm all my different pages. I'm not showing the camera this one.
Right.
The hot wings is going to be in July. The karaoke is in...
We're here.
No. Oh, August we're going to do
Chili.
the chili. The karaoke. Oh, yeah. Oh, May. We're doing it in May. May 24th, baby! So we're going to have a Mother's Day brunch and a karaoke contest.
Boom.
2 different events, but that's what we're doing in May. So, yeah. We always are brainstorming of, like, what can we do to have some fun in the community. And so, there you go.
Yep.
You get
It's going to be fun.
the first tidbits of behind the scenes, what it looks like. I'm excited. Will you be there?
Yeah. Bro, I'm not like
She's like, why do you even ask?
I'm
not like all the stuff. Come on.
I have my I don't even consider you, I know you guys are vendors, but like, I don't consider them vendors anymore. Like you and Cora and Patty, and I'm like, I don't even ask if you guys are coming. I just add you to the event at this point. I'm like, you're just there.
Yeah.
Like, you just tell me if you're not coming, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I already said just like keep them in all of them. And...
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I love
it. So
it.
it's your full-time job too?
Huh?
It's your full-time job too?
Yep. This is my full-time job.
That's awesome.
This is what I do.
That's awesome.
We get to be our own toxic bosses.
Yep. That's why I work until like 2 a.m. most nights.
It's so funny when sometimes I'll message on Instagram so that way I don't text or wake anybody up. And then when I get the response right away, I'm like, oh yeah, we're all the same.
Yep.
Yeah, same. Oh
we're all at 3 a.m. messaging each other.
I do that too. I message Nikki on Instagram and I'm like, what if she's asleep? And then she texts me back. I'm like, okay.
Like, what's awake? Yeah, I don't know if that's healthy or not, but whatever. It is.
I work better at night sometimes.
Well,
I'm naturally at the bar anyway.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Lucky, do you want to make an appearance today?
Pick him up. Put him on camera. He's so cute. Look, he's like our little mascot.
Cutie.
That's my baby.
Look at him. Oh my goodness.
That's my baby.
You guys don't see him because he's down here by our feet, but he's here like every episode.
Yeah, every single episode.
If you see me lean over, it's because I'm petting him.
He's like, okay, Mom, you can put me down now.
He's like, I'm camera shy, thank you.
I love him.
There you go, baby. There you go, papas. He's like, thanks, Mom. That's my baby, guys. Okay, I think that was enough of that. And with that, we say goodbye.
Now we paid our cat dogs. Bye.
Yes, bye, guys. We'll see you in the next one.